What's up, y'all? It's Kamikaze MMA coming back for another video. We got some natural lighting right there. Got my window open. Usually got them closed because I'm a vampire, but the sun's not exactly in my face, so I can survive. Let's get started for UFC 304. Oh, thank God I don't have to predict that fight. Let's start it out. Modestus Bukowskis versus Marcin Prachnio. I'm going Marcin Prachnio.
Seeing how tall I can...
Whoops. I don't know how you're gonna pick Bukowskis. I don't even know. Well, there's a bunch of bad light heavyweights, so let's not say all that. But Marcin Prachnio is just a little better. So, well, he lost to Vitor Petrino, but is that the only person he's really? Oh, Felipe Lins. Ooh, that's a bad. That's a bad loss right there. He beat Tyson Pedro. I am still gonna pick Marcin Prachnio. He's a little more dangerous. He's a little more, just a fighter, I feel like. But Modestus could get this done by decision, so, it is what it is. Not a great fight, but, it's the opening fight of the card. So, I'm not too upset with that. Wait, did it get rebooked? I'm confused. Well, we're not gonna predict it, so it's fine. The Shauna Bannon fight, apparently she's fighting someone named Alice Ardeline, but it's not up on the UFC site, so... Okay. I'm gonna pick Shauna Bannon. Elise Ardeen has never fought in the UFC, and she's 9-5, so I'm gonna pick Shauna Bannon. Okay. Okay. Wow, the Modestus fight got moved up to the regular prelims. That's cool. Mick Parkin versus Lucas Brzezinski. So I was gonna pick Lucas Brzezinski because of how bad Mo Usman is, and that's Mick Parkin's only one, correct? Maybe he has another. Okay, he has 3 wins in the UFC. This is gonna be his 4th probably. All decision at heavyweight. All decision wins. It's kind of impressive, Loki. I don't even know. Well, yeah. We're picking Mick Parkin for obvious reasons. I feel like I don't even have to explain this one too much. Mick Parkin has won in the UFC, and Lucas Brzezinski has beaten people making their debuts. So, let's move up. Sam Patterson, lock of the card right here. Kiefer Crosby is terrible. At least the only fight I've seen him fight in. He looked terrible. He fought for almost 5 minutes, and he looked completely terrible. He looked lost on the feet. He looked lost on the ground. Sam Patterson's last fight got a first-round submission quicker than Kiefer Crosby got submitted. So, yeah. Up at welterweight, not making the weight cut. I don't think he's going to get knocked out. So, I'm picking Sam Patterson, lock of the card right here. Moving up. Muhammed Makayev versus Manel Cape. 5'4"? He's 5'4"? That's crazy. That is crazy. Let's see if he makes weight first, but if the knees to the grounded opponent rule was already in place, we'd be picking Manel Cap all the way, but Muhammad Makayev just seems to beat people by decision. It doesn't matter who you are. He just kind of wins. Even though he doesn't look good in any of his fights, and he's kind of awful in all of his fights. He's kind of the worst fighter in flyweight. He gets wins. I'm picking Muhammad Makayev, unfortunately. I really hope Manel Cap wins. I was going to pick Manel Cap before I started filming this video, but Muhammad Makayev gets wins. Manel Cap pulls out, so Yeah. Manel Cap hasn't looked good in the last couple of fights. I'm picking Muhammad Mokaev, unfortunately. Steve Erceg needs to put this boy to sleep. Alright, Steve Erceg, Muhammad Mokaev next. Number one contenders fight. He needs to put this boy to sleep, okay? Oban Elliott versus Preston Parsons. I'm picking Preston Parsons because Oban Elliott looked terrible against Val Woodburn, who is terrible. And Preston Parsons beat Matthew Simmonsberger, which isn't a terrible, who's not terrible, but he did lose to Trevin Giles, which isn't great. But, come on, these are bottom of the barrel fighters. We're talking about Oban Elliott, who got almost knocked out by Val Woodburn. So we're picking Preston Parsons in this fight. So let me start over. We're picking Sean O'Bannon by decision, Mick Parkin by decision, Sam Patterson by submission, Muhammad Mokaev by decision, and we're picking Preston Parsons by decision. Let's go. Terrible early prelims, and then the Modestas Bukauskas and Marcin Prachnio fight. I'm picking Prachnio by decision, unfortunately. Maybe he gets a knockout, but actually, I'm picking Modestas Bukauskas by decision. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm gonna pick Modestas Bukauskas by decision. Callan Loughran versus Jake Hadley. Picking Callan Loughran. I don't think Jake Hadley should be in the UFC, especially not in bantamweight. So, yeah, we're picking Callan Loughran by any way he wants, honestly. I don't think I've ever seen a Callan Loughran fight either, so I guess we'll just go with decision. Fun. Molly McCann versus Bruna Brazil. Molly McCann's KOing her. This is okay. This is stupid, right? Molly McCann's KOing her, and that's the fight. Nathaniel Wood versus Daniel Pineda. I don't know why, but this feels very similar to Ron Bechke's last fight. Mateusz Ronbechki, where he was going against, I don't even know who it was, but he was going against someone, and he was a big favorite, but he just gassed out. And, you know, I don't think this is going to happen, but this is what it reminds me of. I'm picking Nathaniel Wood by decision. A bunch of decisions on this card. Molly McCann's going to be the best thing before the main card, unfortunately. Hoping we get some knockouts, but I do think most of these are going to be decisions. So I'm picking Nathaniel Wood by decision, but I don't know why, but I'm sensing a Daniel Pineda third round TKO. So we'll see. Leon. Oh, wow. The UFC made a good decision for once. Okay, a little weird to put it above the Arnold Allen fight, Giga Chikadze fight, but I'm picking Arnold Allen. This is an easy pick. Giga Chikadze hasn't been top 10 material for the past 3 years, past 4 years. So we're going to Arnold Allen. I think this is a pretty easy pick. Honestly. Arnold Allen's lost to Max Holloway, and then he beat Movsar Evloev. Just kidding. Movsar definitely beat him. I don't know why that's, like, people call that a robbery, but it's just not a robbery. Movsar beat him in the wrestling, lost the striking, but then rocked him and almost finished the fight in the striking. I do think Movsar won that fight, but I do think in a rematch Arnold Allen would get it done. I do like Arnold Allen, but I don't think he's ever going to be champ, unfortunately. So I'm picking Arnold Allen for this fight. He's a top 10 contender. Giga Chikadze probably is top 15, maybe 15, but just not that good. Not that good. So it is what it is. Christian Leroy Duncan versus Gregory Rodriguez. This is the fight I've been sitting on the fence for this whole fight week. This fight right here. Oh, by the way, I'm picking Arnold Allen by decision, so Um, but yeah, Christian Leroy Duncan, Gregory Rodriguez. Let me break down this fight for y'all. Christian Leroy Duncan is a great striker, okay? He's faster than Gregory Rodriguez. Doesn't have the same power. Doesn't have the same pop to his shot, so you got that. Gregory Rodriguez has been knocked out at least once, from what I remember. I think it was only once. So he has been KO'd by... Am I tripping? Where's this fight? Okay, there it is. Bruno Ferreira, whatever his name is. He did get KO'd, and that was a brutal KO. That was brutal. That was a year back, so maybe that's just like a one-in-a-time thing. I was 100% picking Christian Leroy Duncan until I saw that Gregory Rodriguez was 32, and I was like, ooh. I thought this man was like 36, 38. He looks so much like Obama. Obama Cop right here. That should be his nickname, is Obama Cop. But RoboCop, that's fine. Obama Cop, that's better. Christian Leroy Duncan is a great middleweight prospect. And I do think he's going to win. I really do. But I do think Gregory Rodriguez is more complete. So I'm going to say if Gregory Rodriguez doesn't wrestle with him, Christian Leroy Duncan's going to get it done. I think he's a better striker. But Gregory Rodriguez could also knock him out. But I'm going to pick Gregory Rodriguez. He's 32. I'm going to pick him by decision. Slow down the pace of the fight. Win the first 2 rounds. Maybe lose the first round. Win 2 of the 3 rounds. I think it's going to be a 29-28 decision. And yeah. That's all really I have to say. Great fight, though. I'm glad this is on the main card. This made me so much happier, but so much more happy. But it would have been nice to see it on the prelims, so we had at least one fight next to Molly McCann. That would be entertaining, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. That's weird. Bobby Green versus Paddy Pimblett. All right. This fight I'm also going to break down. This fight I'm not 50-50 on. I am picking Bobby Green. But Paddy Pimblett can knock out Bobby Green. There's no way Paddy Pimblett's going to submit Bobby Green. Very low chance that Paddy Pimblett's going to out-grapple and just make Bobby Green look like Islam made him. Which, first off, the Islam fight was stupid, okay? The Islam fight was stupid. It was a short notice fight. It shouldn't have happened, but it was an early stoppage. Islam threw 5 punches and they stopped the fight. He threw 5 punches and then they stopped the fight. Which is like, yeah, Islam was going to win that fight, but I don't think Paddy Pimblett's Islam Makhachev. Especially not on the ground. Not in the striking either. I mean, Paddy's just not good. I mean, we overrate this guy because he's got a fucking tough chin and shit. Bro, he's not fucking good. He's basically... Why do they only show the Tony Ferguson fight? That's funny. He's basically only won fights by out-toughing people. That's it. That's the only way he wins fights is by just standing after getting 2-1 in significant strikes. Like, he looked okay against Tony Ferguson, which was his most recent performance. But Tony looks like he goes down by, 10%, 20%, maybe even 50% each fight. So I'm not going to hold that to him. He couldn't finish Tony Ferguson. Bobby Green submitted Tony Ferguson. He couldn't finish Tony Ferguson. So, let's just get that out of the way. Paddy Pimblett is not submitting Bobby Green. Paddy Pimblett might out-grapple Bobby Green. Highly unlikely. I think if anyone gets a submission, it's Bobby Green. If anyone gets a submission, it's Bobby Green. Paddy Pimblett might knock him out, though. I'm not going to count on it. I'm picking Bobby Green by third round TKO. If Bobby can survive to the third round, this fight's his. This fight's his. Paddy Pimblett is terrible at striking. He's terrible at grappling. He's okay. He's okay at both, okay? He's okay at both. He's a UFC fighter. He's okay at both. Paddy Pimblett is terrible. He is not a top 15, not a top 10 fighter in his entire life. Never going to be top 10. Not a top 15 fighter. He is not 29. He's 29? I thought he was way older. That's crazy. I thought he was like 30, 31, 32. But 29, okay. He's not 5'8", he's 5'10". Bobby Green's probably 5'8", but he's not 5'8". I'm picking Bobby Green. Bobby Green's slicker on the feet. His grappling defense is going to be outmatched for anyone Paddy Pimblett's ever fought. He couldn't take Jared Gordon down. He won't be able to take Bobby Green down. Jared Gordon was easily outstriking him. Bobby Green will easily outstrike him. Paddy Pimblett's not that good. And I get it, bro. He did an interview with MMA Guru, and now Guru's picking him, which I can see why, but Paddy Pimblett is not out grappling Bobby Green, and he's definitely not fucking submitting Bobby Green. He's not. He's not a submission grappler. He's not. He does a couple of things. He's got a submission over Jordan Levitt, who Chase Hooper got a submission over in the first round. Paddy took 2. Paddy's not that good, bro. He's not that good. And if he beats Bobby Green, I'm okay with that. Set him up with Gene Silva. Please. Please, that would be awesome. Gene Silva KOing him would be better than Bobby Green KOing him. I do like Bobby Green. I was a big fan of him when he was like going into the Islam fight, the fight before Islam. I did really like him. I think it was around here. He fought Drew Dober and then fought Islam. No, the opposite. He fought Nasrat, then fought Islam, then fought Drew Dober. I kind of like Bobby Green. I really do. Not as a person, but as a fighter. He's very good fighter. Bro, Bobby Green's either getting knocked out or he's winning this fight. That's it. There's no submission threat with fucking Paddy Pimblett. There's no submission threat, bro. He tapped out 10 Marines. Oh, he's a big real man. Not to brag, bro, but tapping out Marines is not a fucking brag. It's not a brag, okay? One of my best friends from California is a Marine, and we wrestled. I tapped him out in like 5 seconds. Tapped him out in 4 seconds. He shot for a takedown. I racked up a guillotine and just pulled it. And he tapped. It's not that difficult, bro. You tapped out 10 Marines. Good job. Good job, buddy. Tap out someone in the UFC besides Jordan Levitt. Oh, you can. I think Bobby Green's winning this fight. Sorry, this fight's getting me heated because MMA Guru did an interview just to fucking get bamboozled by this fucking scouser who does nothing but eat. He doesn't even train, bro. He eats. And then his training is getting into shape for fights. His training is losing, 50 pounds, 60 pounds to get down to 155. That's his training. If Paddy Pimblett wins, honestly, I will be upset. I'm not going to lie. I just can't wait for this dude to get out of the UFC. I get it, bro. He brought up mental health. He's cool. Bro, he's so annoying. He is so annoying. He is so annoying. He is so annoying. I'm so ready for him to be out of the UFC. So ready. Bobby Green's annoying as hell too, but at least he brings a fun fight. Paddy Pimblett, every fight I watch of him, it's like a teacher forcing you to write, I like Paddy Pimblett on a fucking whiteboard or whatever it's called. A blackboard. For like 30 minutes, it feels like. A 15-minute fight feels like 30 minutes with Paddy. I really hope Bobby just KOs him in the first. Makes him look easy, but I'm expecting a third round TKO. I'm picking Bobby Green by third round TKO. Paddy Pimblett gets tired in his fights, starts mouth breathing in the second round. But Paddy might catch him. So, it is what it is. I'm picking Bobby Green by third round TKO. I really only see two. Obviously, there's four, but I only see two outcomes: is third round TKO Bobby Green or first round KO with Paddy Pimblett. The other two are them by decision. But Paddy Pimblett's gonna win the decision, even if Bobby Green's obviously winning. From what we've learned, you know. Moving up, Tom Aspinall versus Curtis Blades. This whole fight week, I've had this feeling, okay? Usually these feelings are correct, but I don't know if this one's emotional, okay? I really like Tom Aspinall. I really like Curtis Blades. Someone's getting chin, bro. Someone's getting chin. Or Tom Aspinall's beating him in the wrestling. But I think this is going to be a striking battle. I think it would be stupid for Tom Aspinall to shoot on Curtis Blades, and I think it would be stupid for Curtis Blades to shoot on Tom Aspinall. Tom Aspinall can out-wrestle Curtis Blades. Tom Aspinall can out-strike Curtis Blades. Tom Aspinall is the best heavyweight in the world currently. The best heavyweight in the world. Skill-wise, frame-wise, athleticism-wise, fight IQ-wise, the best heavyweight in the world. He's the best. For some reason, I feel like Curtis Blades is going to clip him. Sergey Pavlovich clipped him. Sergey Pavlovich looked scared in the Octagon, to be honest with you. He looked scared. Curtis Blades was getting close to rocking Tom Aspinall, and Tom Aspinall looked scared in their first fight, which I think it was because he had a knee injury beforehand. He was just trying to get the fight over with, but Tom Aspinall looked like he was shooting in and out, going in and out, going in and out like he usually does. He usually gets clipped. He usually gets clipped before he could clip the other person. I'm going to pick Curtis Blades. You know what? Why not? Why not? Tom Aspinall's most likely going to win this fight. I've laid it out for you. He is the greatest heavyweight in the world. Curtis Blades is going to clip him. I don't know why, but he's going to clip him. Curtis Blades is not half as fast or half as athletic as Tom Aspinall, but he's going to clip him. Unfortunately. Unfortunately, both. Tom Aspinall is just so much better. That's the only thing. I really do feel like Curtis Blades is going to get it done. I really do. But I'm going to pick Tom Aspinall by first round KO. I don't think this fight's going out of the first. I really don't. But why not? Curtis Blades second round TKO, Tom Aspinall first round. If he gets out of the first, Curtis Blades clipping him. All right, there we go. Leon Edwards, Bilal Muhammad. Can you have a more one-sided fight, please? Can you have a more... Why don't we just do Leon Edwards versus Zhang Weili? Why don't we do Leon Edwards versus Zhang Weili? That would be a way more entertaining fight, you know? Maybe someone could actually take Leon down. Bro, but what is Bilal doing in a championship fight? I'm going for Bilal. I'm going for Bilal Muhammad. I'm going to say this right out front. Leon Edwards was one of my favorite fighters when he almost got knocked out by Nate Diaz. And then the eye poke on Bilal was funny as hell. And then he beat Kamaru crazy. And then he beat Kamaru again by decision. And then he fought Colby Covington and had the worst fight of all time. One of the worst welterweight fights of all time. And he's been very inactive, I feel like. I don't know. Maybe he hasn't. He had 2 fights in 2023. He had 1 fight in 2022, so. He's not crazy inactive, but he feels crazy inactive. You know what I'm saying? Comparatively to Kamaru Usman, he feels, whoa. It feels like he hasn't fought since he won the belt. It really does. It feels like this is his first title defense. And it's his third. I'm picking Leon Edwards by third round KO, second round KO. Bilal has zero chance in this fight. I really hope Bilal clips him, and this is what I really want to happen. I want them to both throw right hands at the same time or left hands. It doesn't really matter. Both get KO'd brutally. Brutally. Like 2-year layoffs. Brutally. And then we got Shavkat JDM for the vacant belt. I don't want to see Leon or Bilal fight again. I really don't. I really don't want to see them fight again. I really don't. I do think Leon Edwards is so heavily outmatched. I think he's better at grappling. I think he's better at striking. The grappling is close, though, but I do think he's better at grappling. I do, and I think that's going to catch some people off guard when Bilal's trying to shoot for takedowns and Leon takes him down. Bilal's not getting a takedown this fight. Not one. Not one. Leon could get however many takedowns he wants. And I stand on that. Bilal has zero chance. He's not better at grappling. He's not better at striking. And he's not better at MMA in general. He's just not. He's just not. Okay? He's just not. And people saying that this fight's going to go to decision. This fight's not going to go to decision. I hope. I really hope. I really hope. Because I think Bilal hates Leon enough to get knocked out by him. I don't think he's just going to stand there timidly like he did in the first fight. Which in the first fight, he almost got KO'd anyways. Bilal's terrible. The most fraudulent UFC contender of all time, in my opinion. Bilal Muhammed beat Gilbert Burns with one hand in a striking battle. Couldn't take him down. Maybe they didn't want to take him down, but couldn't take him down. And he won. He won to a one-handed Gilbert Burns in a striking battle. And it was close. Let's see the stats. 132 to 81. That's not terrible if you have one hand. Vicente Luque. 102 to 136. Significant strikes. 84 to 60. 60 was Bilal. Sean Brady. Didn't take Sean Brady down. Somehow Sean Brady just decided to lose that night. Stephen Thompson. His one somewhat impressive performance. Damian Maia. Wow. Damian Maia got one of 21 takedowns. Bilal didn't shoot. How is Bilal fighting for the title? How? He got KO'd by Vicente Luque, which if you haven't seen that, go look that one up. That one's, 2017. Hasn't lost since 2016, right? Bro, he's terrible. He's terrible. He's not a good fighter. We're gonna see Leon Edwards just pick him apart at range. And if Bilal doesn't decide to go full, hey, I'm gonna try to knock you out, we're just gonna see a decision with Leon Edwards kicking him at range. And it's gonna be another boring-ass Leon Edwards fight. I really hope Bilal can win so someone can easily beat him. Because, let's be real, Leon should easily beat Bilal. Shavkat will easily beat Bilal, JDM should easily beat Bilal. Even Ian Gary should easily beat Bilal. I hope he wins so we don't have to have a reign of Leon Edwards. I really do. I really was a Leon Edwards fan. I don't like him. I don't like him at all anymore. At all. I'm not going for Bilal though. I hope both of them get KO'd. I just think Leon has better chances against Shavkat, better chances against JDM, and better chances against Ian Gary. So that's the reason why I hope Bilal wins, is so we don't have to watch another Leon Edwards championship fight. We can actually have the fun welterweights fight. But Leon Edwards is going to win this fight. Bilal has 1% chance, 0.1% chance, 0.01% chance. Like, he really has to pull something out of Palestine to get this win, bro. He has to go get a fucking tank out of fucking Palestine to get this win, bro. He ain't winning this shit. He ain't winning this shit. He's heavily outmatched. In every realm. In every realm. He's outmatched. In every realm. Which is crazy. Every realm. He's outmatched. I don't know how you could pick Bilal. I really don't. You have to be so mindless. You have to be so mindless and just be like, oh. To be fair, I'm picking Tom Aspinall, but I did say Curtis Blades have a chance, which is pretty mindless. But Curtis Blades definitely has more of a chance than Bilal Muhammad. Okay, Bilal Muhammad's last KO was in 2016 against Augusta Montano. And he TKO'd Sean Brady, which Sean Brady just was going like this and then fell against the cage. We're picking Leon Edwards, Tom Aspinall, Bobby Green, Gregory Rodriguez by decision, Arnold Allen, easily, Arnold Allen. Another lock at the card. Nathaniel Wood, Molly McCann lock at the card. Callum Loughran, and Modestas Bukauskas, now that I changed my pick weirdly. Preston Parsons, Muhammad Makayev, Sam Patterson, Mick Parkin, and Sean O'Bannon. Sam Patterson's lock of the card. Molly McCann's lock of the card. And Leon Edwards is obviously Arnold Allen too. Lock of the cards. We got 4 locks of the cards. Terrible matchmaking. Terrible. Bilal Muhammad, I understand you have to give him a title shot. I get it. I really do. But I don't care about win streaks, bro. Your wins have been terrible. Your wins are terrible. I don't care about win streaks. Be dominant. Be dominant. And then you'll get a title shot. You would have gotten the title shot if you KO'd 3 people in a row. But now you had to split decision. 12 people to get there. Terrible. Well, peace out, y'all. I'm excited for this card, even though it's low-key terrible. It's like, can we go back to Lemos Jandiroba matchmaking? The main card of Lemos Jandiroba was actually pretty good. So we got a pretty good main card there. Started off great with Hyder Emil. And then Duho Choi gets his. Bruno Silva comes back after getting dominated. Kurt Halbo gets a decision. Steve Garcia gets a KO. And then we got Verna Jandiroba with submission. Oh, Verna Jandiroba's walkout was my favorite walkout of all time, bro. That was the most retarded I've ever seen anyone look in a fight. Like, before a fight, walking out, bro, she looked so happy. I've never seen anyone that happy in my life. Just listener, Don't Stop Me Now. Go, don't stop me now. Flapping her fucking arms around like she had wings, bro. That shit was fun. Y'all have a good weekend. Enjoy this card. Enjoy the shit ass early prelims. Sam Patterson's about to blow off the early prelims. Then we're gonna have a shit ass prelims where Molly McCann's gonna open it up for us. I wish Molly McCann was the fight right before the main card, because I'd be hyped, bro. I'd be hyped before that main card, you know what I'm saying? Also, Callum Loughran versus Ramon Taveras would have been a great fight. Unfortunately, Ramon's a pussy. No, I'm just kidding. Peace out, y'all. I'm gonna end this video right now.